So I just came to Savers and I was only here a few days ago, but I was actually editing a video and I noticed a tray that I bet is not very expensive and I think it might look really good as part of a lot when I sell some of the clear glass rocks glasses or roly-poly glasses that I have. They just don't photograph that well because they're clear and they don't pop on camera. So an inexpensive tray could help. The question is it still here? So that's what we'll find out. Okay, I think I had said that I wanted to go to Savers. I meant Salvation Army. So we're gonna have to see if those trays are still here. I am not too optimistic, but even if I don't find the trays, there might be other good things like these adorable dogs. Oh my gosh. $12.99 for these dog planters. They are adorable and there are two of them. They're in perfect condition, so they'll go in my cart while I think about it. I also really like these beautiful peacock teacups. They are so pretty. I love the metallic colors and the dark blue. They really pop. And there's even a little bell that goes with the set. Here's another great set. They have this dragon detail on them. They're $6.69, I believe. And there are some plates that go with it. Up here, I just saw a kettle without a lid. I wouldn't buy a kettle without a lid unless I was going to use it as like a vase. This is $8.99. So really pretty set, but definitely has some condition issues. This ivy platter is really super pretty as well. It's $4.99, but green is a discounted tag color. So I'm gonna have to give this some thought as well. This is a really pretty little plate. It's unmarked, but has kind of a cool vintage vibe to it. And this is a set of canisters, not canisters, coasters by Otigari, Japan. Very 1980s fabulous. These bowls have a great lustrous quality, $2.99. The white sticker is not discounted. And this is kind of a pretty divided bowl with the fruit motif. Doesn't seem especially old. And this is a tea kettle I saw last time that I really liked, but it has this tiny chip in the very top lid, so that's still a no. This is a really pretty sugar bowl that goes with the set that I already have of Farberware in the hydrangea pattern. And I'm gonna have to think about this. It's gonna go in my cart, but I've got to do some comps to make sure it's worth my time. I'm not convinced it is. This is a really pretty mug. Queens made in England with a Christmas tree on it. I'm gonna give this a little bit of thought. And you know my strategy. If I'm thinking about something, it goes in my cart until I make up my mind. These are more of the hydrangea pattern. They're the demi-tasse cups, but I'm not a big fan of demi-tasse cups and they take up a lot of room in storage, so I'm still gonna leave them behind. These mugs though are really interesting. Again, the green is a discounted color. I need to run the comps on those, but they might be a go. I have these little teacups. They have just been sitting in storage, unfortunately. And this 222 fifth is a cute mug, not valuable. And this guy is really cute. Royal Domino collection made in Japan. I like these glasses very much. I love the color of them. $1.99. Again, white is not a discounted color. And I have so many glasses right now. They are moving, but slowly. These stemless wine glasses are so fabulous. I love them, but they are not discounted either. And And those are great as well. So, oh my gosh, this is a hard one. And I like these painted glasses as well. They're so cheerful. This little like atomic pattern is great. If they also had the black atomic piece to them, they would be more valuable. And again, if I didn't have so many glasses in storage, I would be extremely tempted by these, but I don't have a lot of room right now, and glasses are not so pleasant to ship. So out of the group, these are definitely my favorite. They're $1.99 each. I just don't think that gives me 2, 4, 6. I don't think that gives me the resale wiggle room that I would need. So reluctantly, I'm leaving these behind. This is a really cool basket. I like this a lot, and it seems like it might be Longaberger, and it is. So I haven't seen a Longaberger at a Goodwill or a Salvation Army before. I've seen them at some of the better thrift stores. And this one has glasses that go with it. So I think this is going to be a really nice find. This is a super pretty bowl. This is Villeroy and Bach, $2.99. And I'm just looking it over, and do you see that big chip? Which means that will not be coming home with me, unfortunately. This pitcher has such an interesting handle on it. That little bow detail, $5.99. Yeah, it's really fun. I couldn't find any comps for this at all, but it is kind of a neat piece. This is a really pretty plate. It's dated 2008. It's bleak, which is really cool. But these little dated plates don't tend to do well at all on eBay. And this vase is really pretty. I love the details. It's not marked. I like even the color. I put it down and now I'm picking it back up again. I'm trying to decide if I want this vase. It definitely has some nice features, but is maybe not super well made. I'm really feeling torn. And what is this? This is an interesting little tin. It's made by Emma Bridgewater. It's got some really great graphics on it. I have to think about that piece. And here is, of course, tons and tons of vases of all shapes and sizes. This little bud vase is beautiful with the etched detail, and I like the color, and I like the details on the top. But this would be a beast to ship. It would probably break if I blinked. These are sort of more modern looking vases. They're kind of interesting, the red grouped with the white. These are great studio pottery candlestick holders. I love the handles on these. They're great colors as well. This is a very interesting piece, very sort of early American colonial looking. It's not super well made. And this little lantern is not old, believe it or not. It's light as a feather. This candle is awesome. Spirit of 76. I found quite a few of these on eBay. For $7.99, I cannot do it. It doesn't have the resale value, but it is fun. I'm glad just to have seen it, actually. And I like it with this little colonial candlestick holder or whatever. And these little pewter bud vases are interesting, but not super well made. I'm looking for a marker. And they are IKEA, which seems about right. Still pretty for a grouping, though. I like this little saying. As far as anyone knows, we are a normal family. I think we can all relate to that one. This is a pretty framed print. I don't love the frame, but I do like the print in it. And these are really pretty stained glass pieces. I see a lot of versions of this particular cake platter. You can see all of the wear and the gold details around the rim. This has had some hard use. It says Limoges, but then it says made in USA, so that's trying to trick us, but we know better. And this little gravy boat certainly looks similar. It's not marked, but I'm assuming they're part of the same set. Here's my cart. I'm really trying to be ruthless in terms of what I keep. And I'm gonna put back this sugar dish. I really like it, but the resale value isn't high enough to make it worth my while, unfortunately. And for the same reason, I'm gonna put back this coaster set. There are tons of these on eBay, and I just don't wanna have something that's gonna sit forever in my storage bins. Oh, it's hard, very hard. This Christmas cup is so cute, but it's got all of this roughness around the edges. It's not quite chipped, but close. And I'm thinking over the tin. I do really like this tin though, so I am not sure yet what I'm doing with this. This is my last look at the vase, and I really do feel like it's got a lot of roughness and a lot of, not condition issues, but it's not super well made, so I'm gonna put it back, even though I do like it. And I love these old Curiosity Shop plates, but they are all over eBay. So even though some sold, a lot of them are still waiting to be sold, and I don't want them to sit around forever. So because they're really commonly found, I'm gonna let them go. And the same goes with this Ivy platter. There's just too many of them for sale right now. These hydrangea salad plates though are a maybe. They're $4.99, but blue I think is half off. That's a really good price. And this set's super cute. I love the 80s vibe. This really just makes me go back to middle school, if I'm honest. There were lots of things like this back then in the 80s. This is Studio Nova, and when I comped this out on eBay, there were lots of this pattern all over the place. So fun to see, but I'm not gonna take that home with me today. This is a cute piece as well, but also very plentiful on eBay. Again, a Studio Nova piece, little Adirondack pattern. It's cute, but not super special or unusual. I'm putting these dog planters back, and it is breaking my heart. For $12.99, the value is just not there. They tend to average a sale around $15, and there's lots of them. And same goes with these cups. There's just too many. The market is flooded, and I don't want to sit on them for months and months and months. Also, when I add up all of the different pieces of this set, it just doesn't give me enough resale value. So reluctantly, I'm saying goodbye. So here's my final cart that I'm bringing out to the car. They don't wrap things at the Salvation Army, so I'm just trying to get this stuff back to my car in one piece. Wish me luck. Well, they didn't have the tray I was hoping to have, or the secondary backup tray that I was thinking in case I couldn't find the other tray. But I did find a few interesting things, and most of the stuff I picked up was on clearance or like had some kind of discounted sticker. So I ended up paying just under $25 for everything, and I'm pretty happy with what I got. I'm also pretty happy with how picky I was. And, you know, I think that reflects a lot of restraint because I just want to pick up what I like, but I can't do that if it's not going to resell within a reasonable period of time and for a reasonable profit. I can't hold on to it. I don't have the kinds of storage necessary for that. And it's just important that, you know, I think, some growth, you know, some learning and some growth as a reseller, and that I learned from some of the things that I wish I had done better in the past. And so now that it's the next time I'm thrifting, I need to put those lessons to good use. So yeah, mixed feelings about that, but I think all in all, it's really good. So my big question now is, do I go home and list like I should do, or am I going to go to Savers like I shouldn't do? And I think we both know the answer to that question. Let's be real. Okay, this is gonna be a quick one because I don't have that much power left in my phone, but we're gonna make the most of it. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna head into Savers and see what we can find before my camera battery completely dies. All right, I'm just taking a quick look at these shelves to see what might jump out at me. These little pineapple serving dishes are super fun. Looking at some of the artwork briefly and some of the tins. I was hoping for a minute this was a toll tray, but it's not. It's a souvenir tray from Quebec. This is a really pretty print. I know there's quite a glare on it. They wanted 20 bucks for it, which is more than I'm willing to spend. And of course, they've got the usual bags and bags of things and some glassware. This bag of candles is actually a pretty good deal for $3.99. However, when we do clean outs, we always end up with tons of candles. So I don't need any today, but it's nice to know that it's an option if a future need arises. I like these mugs very much. I'm gonna comp these out. They're Corelle. I think they could be a good possibility. These are interesting. For half a second, I looked at them and thought maybe they were jadeite, but definitely not jadeite. Just a pretty green set. Has a very light, almost plasticky feel to it. And this set's very funky as well. These are pretty blue cups and some milk glass. What is this? Pretty bowl. Nothing super special in terms of the maker. I like these plates a lot, but there's only 2 of them. $2.99 is a great price. These are Shenango, so it's dinerware. But for just 2, I don't think it's really worth it. This is a super interesting piece, and this is actually signed George Briard, which is definitely attention getting, but for $8.99, I'm not willing to take the plunge. We have quite a few turkey platters here. This one is plastic, but kind of fun. Looks like somebody unloaded a whole bunch of their own collection. This is like a thick, heavy pottery piece, but it definitely has some fun characteristics to it. This is a pretty plate. $19.99 is nowhere near what I would pay for it, but it's very fun. And so is this bowl, has nice iridescence to it. I like this plate very much. This is buffalo china, which is fun, and again, dinerware, but just the one plate. These are very pretty. Gracie china. Love the colors on these. And this is really cute. Lots of silverware today. I don't usually see so much. Somebody must have gotten rid of their collection of things or gone through their attic or basement or something. But yeah, lots of little goodies in plastic bags today. All right, it's time to head back to the car. We'll go home. I'm gonna show you what I found and we'll have a little chat about it. Well, pretty good. I mean, you know, I didn't find an original Monet or anything, but then again, I didn't think I would. So I had a discount for having so many points or however they calculate it. So everything I bought came to $15. And I actually bought a set of 5 mugs that should do pretty well. So I think the mugs will more than pay for everything, which is good. And yeah, I think it's time to go home. So let's go. So it's the next day, I'm home, and I thought I'd take some time to show you my finds. I realize you saw some of those things in my cart, but I think it's interesting to take you along and share my thinking process, which a big part of it is the process of elimination before I actually get to the cashier's line. Because as a reseller, I need to really think about those profit margins. If I'm just buying something for myself, there's a lot less pressure. I mostly just need to think about, do I need this? Do I want this? Where is it going? But in the haul I have today, I am actually reselling just about everything. I think I'm only keeping one thing, but I'll show you that in a minute. So as you might recall, my first stop was Salvation Army. And I saw these interesting mugs and I was very attracted to the pattern. It reminds me when I was a psychology student in college and I took classes on perception because this has a bit of an optical illusion effect about it. But anyway, there were 4 of these. They were $1.99 each. They're made by Royal Norfolk. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, I had purchased some of this line before when I bought some black and white toile plates, and they sold pretty fast. And it turns out that these are really good quality and they do have resale value. I know some viewers had said to me, oh, I've seen those in TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and actually, you see lots of really nice things in TJ Maxx and Home Goods. If you get lucky, you can find Waterford there in the past. And I bought Port Marion there and Lenox and all kinds of nice things. So, this is definitely one of those pieces that may find its way to some of those sort of more clearance stores, but also has a good value in and of itself. So I was happy to find those. Those resell pretty consistently. And I also want to say that one of the things I was really thinking a lot about this time, which is a new way of thinking about things for me as a reseller, is I wanted to make sure that everything I purchased had a good record of selling on eBay, which is the forum that I still primarily use, although that's about to shift, I think. More on that later. I wanted to make sure certainly they sold, and I wanted to know what they sold for, and I wanted to make sure they sold relatively consistently in that it wasn't like an anomaly sale. But I also wanted to see how many are available right now. Because if I'm buying these mugs and 20 people are trying to sell the exact same mugs, then I might eventually get my chance to sell them, but they're probably gonna sit in storage for a really long time. And I'm not in the storage business, I'm in the selling business. So anything that was like just too commonly found, too readily available, I really had to let go of, and that was so hard. Oh my gosh. So the things I bought are just things that I think I can sell for sure. I can sell within a reasonable time frame. I can sell at a reasonable profit point for myself, if that makes sense. I also want to point out that as I share the prices with you, I'm sharing the prices of each item, but some of these things were marked down and marked on clearance. So when I was in the car, I told you the exact amount that I paid. So those are the real totals. I basically spent around $50 on everything. Like for instance, I just showed you these mugs and they had a green sticker. I think the green sticker was like half off or something. I just don't remember, but there were some good deals and some good discounts during my shopping excursion yesterday, which I certainly appreciate. Anyway, I also, boy, did I go back and forth on this. I had bought these Farberware hydrangea dishes, and I bought some dinner plates and some soup bowls and a platter, a bunch of pieces. And when I tell you I love this pattern, I could not mean that more sincerely. The resale value isn't super high on them, which surprises me because the quality is so high and the pattern is so pretty. But the resale margin on it isn't super high. So I had to really think about, do I want to invest more in this pattern? And in this case, the price was $4.99 and blue was half off. So I paid $2.50 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little salad plates. And I thought for that price, I will definitely take a chance. What I did do that was so hard was I can't remember now if it was a creamer or a covered sugar dish, but you'll see it in the footage before this. I really wanted to pick it up. I hate broken up sets. I love to complete them when I can, but there just wasn't enough resale margin on that piece. I think it only sells for around $5, best case scenario. And I don't want to go through all the trouble for just a $5 profit. So it was hard, but I put that one back. So this was a really fun find. This is a longer burger basket with a set of 4 glasses in it. And wouldn't this be so perfect if you were like going out on your deck or your patio or whatever and you needed to carry something from the house to outside? This is great. This was a little more than I would usually pay for something. It was $8.99, but the glasses, which really need to be washed, they are so heavy. And they're marked with the Longaberger logo on the bottom. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this or not. But anyway, they're marked. There's 4 of them. Just gonna move them. There's a plastic insert, again, needs to be washed, but that has the Longaberger logo on it too. And then it has this like little cover that you could pop, I guess, in the washing machine or whatever, and you can adjust the size and you can button on the strap part, which is really neat. And then at the bottom, again, it has the Longaberger logo. So these seem to resell really at a nice price. So I'm hoping I get the price that others have gotten for this. I don't know, by the way, I don't know what it is that would have gone in the middle. There was no sign of that, and perhaps in my research, I'll find that out. Even the glasses, though, are really nice, and they are so well made. So I will definitely clean this up. Oh, I just noticed something. One of the glasses is a replacement. How funny. I still would have bought it, but okay, so you can see here's a replacement. Here's the original. So we have 3 original glasses, 1 replacement glass. But I think even just the basket itself was a really good find, so I'm quite pleased with that. I found a stack of plates that actually were at Salvation Army the last time I was there. And I gravitated towards them that time, and I gravitated towards them again this time. But this time was even better because they were on sale. And I don't have the price handy, but I can tell you they were half price. And for half price, I was not gonna pass them by. These are false craft. They're little salad plates. They're really nice. I love the colors. Here's the backing. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these plates. They're pretty heavy. And I wonder if any of them, one of them must have, aha! Here's the price. So the price was $6.99, but it was half off. So $3.50 for all of these, which I thought was a great buy. I was very happy with it. Similarly, again, I had seen these last time and I had passed them by, but for half price, I wasn't gonna pass them by. These are dinner plates. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dinner plates. These are also false craft. These are part of the same line, in fact. There's the back. And I really like them. They're simple but elegant. And you can see how they would look really nice with the black and, ooh, that was so loud, with the white and black ones. They're kind of a fun sort of modern look about them. And these were also half price. So these were $3.50 for the stack of all of these plates. I mean, you really just cannot beat that price. So I was really happy. I have to say, the thing that almost killed me dead was putting away those 2 dogs that were by the mailbox, like that had the little planter component. Oh my gosh, they were so cute. That was really hard. That was really hard. I was even like bargaining with myself. I was like, well, maybe I'll just get 1. But again, when I looked on eBay, their resale value was not great. It was very inconsistent. And there were so many for sale. And, you know, I just kept saying, girl, you are not in the storage business. You are in the reselling business. They're cute, but I couldn't use them myself. And, you know, for me to buy a lot of breakable stuff like that with these cats around is silly. And they don't go with my house. They don't go with my style in general, but it was hard to put them back. And I'm proud of myself. patting myself on the back. I'm proud of myself that I did, because I don't think they would have been a good investment for my business. But so what I'm trying to do is focus on just how much fun it was to see them, how much fun it was to find them. They were in my cart for a while, so sort of in my possession for a while. And so I'm trying to let that just be good enough. I also put away those cute little cups and the little tea kettle with the peacock on them. They were so cute, but just eBay was flooded with them. And when they did sell, it just wasn't for that much. So, you know, again, do I want to buy it, bring it home, get it in the house, film it, wash it, photograph it, list it, ship it, and then like end up with just a few dollars in my pocket? It's just not worth it. So I think that's progress. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. And when I went to Savers, I found this book, The History of Tom Jones. So this appealed to me because I actually have this classic green set with the gold. And so this is for myself. This was $2.99. It's not super old. It's a reproduction of an old book. It has a little book card in it that is so cute. But anyway, yeah, so this is just for me. I think this is the only thing I'm keeping today. I'm just looking at everything. Yeah, probably the only thing. So I found this group of mugs. They remind me a little bit of the other ones in that they have sort of like this optical illusion / modern flair. These are Corelle, and these resell really well. There's 5 of them. The tag had said that there were 6. I looked high and low, up and down, all around the store for a 6th mug, and I can tell you it was not there. So the manager marked them down a little bit from their regular price. I think he gave me like $1 off or something, but that's fine. Anyway, I got these. I think they'll resell well. I wish I could have found the 6th, but I'm happy to have the 5. So those were good. And I also found this little mug, and I wish there had been more of this guy as well, but this was the only one I could find. $2.99, but I had a good discount at the end. I got a good at least $5 off of everything at the end because I had purchased so many things at Savers over time that you get a discount. So this is Hull Pottery. I don't know if you can see that. The glare is so tricky. But yeah, it has this great glaze. I love the little handle. This isn't gonna make me a millionaire, but these do resell. And honestly, if it doesn't resell, I'll be very happy to have it. It's so like nice and chunky. I really like this one. So what's next? Oh, I bought this little plate. It's a little decorative plate. It's a windmill. Actually, I might end up keeping this as well. This is made by B&G, and I'm gonna see if I can get the sticker off so I can show you the pretty windmill. Here it is. I love windmills, and having gone to Holland, I especially appreciate them. This is the back. So yeah, this is a really sweet piece. I might even just hang on to it for a little while and then sell it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but it was found in what must have been half of its original box. And I thought that was a really cute piece. Oh, I bought this tin. This is a little bit random, but it was so cute. I just kept coming back to it. So it looks like a little greenhouse, and there's really fun illustrations like all around it, like chickens and a goose and a wheelbarrow and little chicks. It was made by Emma Bridgewater. You can see that. I think maybe you can see that. And it's just a little tin. So the top comes off. I don't know what was in it originally, but I just thought it was fun. And again, I love the chickens, the chick. Yeah, just thought it was really cute. And then the last thing I have to show you is, oh, let me show you the box. So this was the box, and I was intrigued by the box. And the box says Beifu. I'm probably mispronouncing that, Japanese style. And then when I opened it, it had these 2 cups in it that are really, really pretty, in excellent condition. Let me get one out. I'll actually get both out. They're so nice. I'll twist it around so you can see the various decorations. And on the bottom, they're not marked, but I thought they were really lovely, and they seem to have pretty good resale value. So I was happy to find those. So that was the extent of my haul for yesterday, but it was fun shopping. You know, I had been doing so much work. I have a separate video coming out at some point about the online estate sale that we did, which was fabulous. And you'll hear more about that either before this video or after. I don't even know, probably after. It was so much fun, but it was so much work. And then my son came home from school for Mother's Day, which made me so happy. I was so glad to see him. He brought his girlfriend. I love it when he comes home. It breaks my heart when he goes back, although I want him to be in school. He's gonna be a senior in college next year. But anyway, my point is, it was so busy. It was really a lot of busyness, a lot of running around, a lot of driving, a lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning, just blah, blah, blah. So yesterday, I just really felt like I needed like a reset day. And for me, that was just all about like, I want to go to a thrift store. I want to find some cool stuff. I want to work on some of my YouTube videos. I just needed a day to like do the things that bring me some peace and calm and feeling of productivity. So definitely checked the boxes on those things. But I also want to show you what I got for Mother's Day. So it's always a little tricky for Mother's Day because, you know, Eric is, of course, my husband, but he's not Zach's father. Eric is Zach's stepfather. So Eric is always kind of stuck with this situation where I'm like, it's Mother's Day, you know, and Zach's in college and he doesn't always like think of all the things, although he was very thoughtful this year, I will say. So I always look to Eric to kind of make the day special, which is maybe like not fair because again, I am a mother, I'm not the mother of his child, he doesn't have kids. But this year he did a really good job. We ended up going to Home Depot. We picked out lots of plants just to put all around the house, outside. And so we got some really pretty flowers. We got some vegetables to plant in the garden beds. Then we had a really nice breakfast and it was so good. But I want to just show you the flowers. So we bought the flowers that we put in these antique cast iron urns. We actually bought these urns as an anniversary present to ourselves last year, 3 urns for 3 years of marriage. But then we also picked up 2 additional urns. I don't know, maybe 2 additional for good luck. And we put the same kinds of flowers here. They're made by Rio. I forget what they're called, but these flowers are fabulous. They just withstand all kinds of weather and temperature, and they're very non-fussy, which we appreciate. And I'm just going to show you what's going on down here. Look at how the irises have exploded in this little side garden bed. We've got some white ones and some purple ones. I'll be sure to divide these in the fall. They're looking a little crowded, and the wisteria is continuing to grow and spread and have these little purple blooms. I can't wait for this to all blossom. This is going to be really pretty when it's ready. And we'll go back around to the side of the house so I can show you some of the other things we got. But again, I think the urns look really nice. You can't really see it from here, but at our greenhouse, we've got 4 hanging baskets of flowers. They're really pretty, a little too far for you to get a good sense of, but Eric always puts hanging baskets on the wraparound porch there, and it just gives a little bit of color and interest to that space. I wish we had a wraparound porch at our house. Here is our brick patio. Our furniture isn't out yet, but we bought more of the flowers you had seen before. And we haven't planted these herbs yet, but we will. And we got this little lone foxglove in the middle of the bed that still needs to be edged and mulched, and it still hasn't been done, but we will do it soon. Isn't it pretty? We have some other flowers blossoming in the background. And here's another little container with some flowers. And this will get much, much bigger. This will get 3 to 4 times its size. And then we got some cucumbers and peppers and zucchini and squash and other things for the vegetable beds. I also wanted to share this quick, cute clip of Indy because, oh. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, by the way, I get this question a lot, so I figured I would just answer it now. I am Chris with a K, not with a C. People ask me that all of the time. So just to be really clear, if you ever have left or will leave me a comment that is addressed to Chris with a C, I'm just really happy to hear from you. I love getting comments. They make my day. So if you did or do write my name, Chris with a C, thank you. I don't care. But if you just want to know because you're curious, it is Chris with a K. I'm told that that was inspired by my Norwegian great-grandmother, whose middle name was some version of Christine with a K, which is what my name is. So Chris with a K, but I answered to C. It's all good. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. You can hit the notification bell so you know when my videos are uploaded, but I always post on Wednesdays and Fridays, occasionally on Sundays as well. So I hope to see you the next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye for now.